Well, it's such an honor for me to highlight our senior reporter, Jack Kuenzie, who, as of this month, has been reporting for WIS TV 30 years now. After working in radio and television in Missouri, Iowa, and Indiana, Jack came to South Carolina and made this his permanent market and home. This week, we are hearing tributes from those whom Jack has interviewed over the 3 decades.
I mean, it's a monumental period in his life and my life. I mean, I've been practicing now for 40 years. Jack has been reporting for 30 of those years, and we've been in a lot of major trials together, a lot of exciting trials together that the public has seen. And, Jack's face is going to be there when I walk out of the courtroom. And that's always been, fun for me to have a dialogue with him about it.
Jack Swirling also told me that he loved that your real name was
That's
Jack.
Fun? That's his idea of fun? There's a problem right there.
That's so funny. Kuenzie, did you ever think you'd stay in one market for 30 years?
No, I mean, that's hey, keep it down.
I don't know if you could hear the crash in the background.
No, I mean, that's certainly not the ideal for a lot of people who get into broadcasting. They think, you got to continually move like
right.
a shark, getting
Sure.
up to the top as close as you can get to the top, because that's where the big bucks are.
Mm-hmm.
But, you're in this business for different reasons. I never, ever once thought that I was getting into television or the media in general. Mm-hmm. Because I thought I was going to make a lot of money. As a matter of fact, they warned me, back at the University of Missouri, this is not going to be, something where you're going to make a ton of dough. And I knew that.
As we look at some of the video of you from years past, if we can pull some of that up again, with the darker hair, and I know the mustache from years ago.
I keep looking at this video, and it looks like somebody poured a bucket of tar on my head, and I go, that's my hair.
Oh, you did have a love for journalism from the beginning, including the fact that you would meet some amazing people. In fact, shortly after you got to WIS, you were facing the leader of the free country here, Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, that was one of the very first live shots I think I ever did for WIS, and I was so nervous here. And I think I read everything off of a legal pad or something, because I was, I thought everybody was watching me and trying to figure out whether or not the new guy knew what he was doing, and clearly he did not. But I did the best I could, and that's one of those kind of things that kind of hooked me on Columbia and on South Carolina is, I was here for a very short period of time, and all of a sudden, these big stories were happening, and I was getting to cover them.
As we close here, what would you like our viewers to know? Because they have faithfully been watching you as you have faithfully been bringing them news about the Midlands for the last 30 years.
Well, I mean, in this business, you always try to get it right every time. And that's what we do here. I mean, I know there are a lot of plots about how the media works, and we've got an agenda, and we're trying to push a particular viewpoint. But really, what this business is about is trying to get information to people as quickly as possible in the most accurate way possible. Sometimes we don't do it right, but we're human. We're really trying. Mm-hmm.
And you certainly have, and you are one of the wisest, wittiest reporters I've ever known, and glad to call you more than just a fellow colleague, but one of my best friends. And maybe I'll show all our pictures together of all the races we run and all the times we hang out.
I'm behind her.
Well, yeah. All right, thanks, my friend. Watch for my coverage tomorrow. I'll actually have some bigger stories about your 30 years here. Okay. Let's go to John Farley now, talking about some storms that are hitting, I guess now, the southern Midlands.
Yeah, that's right.